go live on this, man, So basically, your boy Tank, man, Tank Davis, boy, woo! The fight is crazy. The fight is crazy, crazy, crazy. Expected to be a banger. This Saturday coming up, March 1st, oh man, we got a huge, huge fight, y'all. You know what I mean? You talking about Tank Davis versus Frank Roach. Well, not Frank Roach, Lamont Roach. I'm thinking about that Frank Martin joint. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a crazy fight by itself. But yeah, this fight right here is definitely gonna be one for the books because both fighters know each other. Both fighters, I think, have what it takes to upset one another. And I really feel like, this is probably gonna be one of Tank's hardest tasks, fighting Lamont Roach. And the reason why I say that is because they both have history in the amateurs. So it's not like they don't know each other. They haven't been in the ring with each other. So I really feel like that alone is going to set the standard for a mega fight that everybody has been looking for to seeing, you know, Javante Tank Davis be tested. And, just alone, that right there is what everybody is looking for. They're looking for Tank to be tested, to be drug in deep waters, to show exactly what he has in his tank. No pun intended. But Tank Davis has always been one of my favorite fighters, one of the exciting, prolific fighters in, and he's shown improved every single time. Now, does this mean this fight is going to be just like the rest? No, it don't. We could see a fight that goes all the way to the ending. We could see a fight that goes to the scorecards. Or we could see another spectacular Tank Davis knockout. You know, I think that's all up to the fighter, you know. And I really do believe that Lamont has what it takes to show us a different version of Tank. It's a lot on the line for both fighters. And, a lot of people are saying, oh, Tank didn't get somebody in his weight class, yada, yada. You talk about 5 pounds? Really? 5 pounds? You talking about heels? You talk about two on target and a lot of waters. So, all the naysayers and people that's been trying to write this fight off and say this and that and criticize this fight and criticize who Tank Davis chose, who else do you want to see him fight? You want to see him go up to 140. I know, um, but a lot of people that are asking for those things, they really don't know their boxing at all. Talking about two fighters that already fought in the amateurs against each other. So therefore they know each other. Therefore they have history. Therefore there's a chip on, you know, Lamont because he lost to Tank in the amateurs. So, this makes for a perfect recipe of a spectacular fight in my book. And I know, hey, I've been gone, I've been away for a little while. I know, everybody, oh, we're prime time, man, we're prime time, man. Look, I've been working on some prime time things, y'all. And if you know me, then you know me. I ain't too far away. March, I'm coming right back in spectacular fashion. And, hey, I'm going to have a whole new show for you guys, whole new collaboration for you I'm gonna be going live more just like now, and we're gonna do it up in spectacular fashion, straight up and down. So, I hope everybody is ready. I hope that everybody is excited like I am because this is just gonna be one of those things to where everybody gets to see the best of me, the show Prime Time. I'm gonna be coming back bigger and badder than ever before. I had to go away and plan and put things together and put things on a whole nother perspective. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited for everything that's going on right now. And I really feel as though with all that's going on in the boxing world and in the boxing community right now, that this is what we all need. We all need another level from everybody. This is 2025, so and expecting a different result, correct? And that's what this is about. That is what this whole ordeal, with me disappearing, and people, looking for me to come back, and they're wondering where I'm at and all that stuff like that. I had to go and prepare better, just like a fighter sometimes. You got fighters that, look to, having a bigger and better show. So, you know, right now is the time. Right now is the time. You know, we got to show everybody that, whatever you're doing, whatever you bring it to the table, far as an experience in boxing, it got to be bigger and better than before. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting a better result. So right now, that's what this is about. So I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come for you guys. The collaboration with Mill City Boxing, the collaboration with other networks. This is just going to be a spectacular year. And of course, I wanted to start off January 1st, binging and banging, punches and bunches like fighters do, coming right out the gate swinging. But, perfection takes time sometimes. And sometimes things that we look for don't happen when we want it to happen. But what I can tell you right now is that Saturday, Tank Davis versus Roach is gonna be spectacular, y'all. It's gonna be spectacular for real because this right here starts the journey for Tank Davis on what he was saying that, hey, 2025 is gonna be his last year. He was saying that, hey, he gonna retire after this. So all eyes are on him right now on how this performance turns out. And on the other note, a lot of pressure is being put on Lamont Roach because, hey, with Lamont Roach, hey, this is his time. This is the time that a lot of people are going to be looking for Lamont Roach to either make or break. We're looking for a spectacular performance for both fighters. Lamont Roach, a champion at the 130 division, and he's moving up to 135. So, this is going to be a real big thing that we are looking for to see these two fighters come out on PBC, Amazon Prime, and do their thing. Tank, he got Barry Hunter in his corner, not just Calvin Ford and Kenny, but got a new element. So we all gonna be looking to see how that aspect go and see how that rolls, to see if, hey, adding Barry Hunter is gonna make him better, greater, or is it gonna add confusion in the corner? Who's gonna take over? Who's gonna talk to Tank in his ear? So all these things and these different elements is riding on this fight. And I'm telling you, I'm excited to see it. Real talk. These are new elements that Tank Davis is putting into his corner, into his fight. But At the presser, we just saw he looked confident, he looked clear. Now, he wasn't in beast mode because he was saying Lamont Roach mom was in the audience. So, we'll see how all that go. We'll see how all that pan out. But Lamont Roach, he sounds focused. He sounds clear-minded. He sounds driven. He's talking about defending both belts. Hey, look, I'm excited, y'all. I really am. You know, it's not too many fighters I get excited about, but Tank is definitely always one of them. He's like, honestly, number two to Canelo, far as packing out the arena in my book. Canelo, I think he can just fight almost anybody and pack out an arena. But Tank is that number two man. He's the number two biggest fighter in the world, period, hands down. And this Saturday, March 1st, we get a chance to see it. We get a chance to relive that moment again. Will he get that spectacular knockout? That's what we wonder. That's what everybody's going to tune in for. Because we know when we tune into a Tank Davis fight, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a knockout in spectacular fashion. So the quest and the journey is can he do it again? Can he knock out Lamont Roach? A lot of people are already saying, oh yeah, he's going to knock him out. Well, y'all won't saying that against Frank the Ghost Martin. And honestly, Lamont Roach got a better record than Frank the Ghost Martin. He has a belt. He is a champion, unlike Frank the Ghost Martin was. So how are you going to discount this guy? I get it. I understand. A lot of people want to discount, fighters, especially after somebody like Tank Davis continually knock out and find a way to knock out top competitors one by one by one. I get it. I feel the same way you feel. But see, I don't switch up. I don't switch up. I think the main thing about Tank that you always worry about is his mental capacity, where he is mentally. If he's mentally on fire and sharp, boy, you talk about a killer in that ring for real. Talk about somebody that will put anybody to sleep. But see, my only question now is there too much respect from Tank Davis to Lamont Roach? Is that going to be the problem? Because honestly, you see how it goes most of the time with Tank. When fighters say a little something and spark, he like, oh, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Appreciate you. That's all I needed for you run your mouth. You just say something. So, we saw it in a few pressers back when they was in DC. So is Tank gonna have that same energy walking into that fight, to this fight? That's the question. Is he gonna have that same energy to be able to spark and knock out Lamont Roach? Or will it go to the scorecards? We know how boxing is very unpredictable. You can try and predict all you want, but sometimes, very rare, fights go to the distance. Look at Bivol and Beterbiev. Look at that fight. Went to the distance twice. Because the higher the competition, sometimes the lower the outcome of a knockout. And that's the flip side to this coin. Are both of these fighters so high up in the echelon of IQ to where we may not see a knockout? Lamont Roach may be too savvy in that ring to expose himself to get knocked out. Or we're like all the other competitors that Tank fought, except for Pitbull, maybe a couple, one other that, hey, they're savvy enough to outlast and weather the storm and not get knocked out. Pitbull was, one of the only ones to really showcase a chin. So the question is, hey, does Lamar Roach have that chin? Honestly, me, I don't think anybody has a chin against Tank Davis. Not when Tank Davis is on one. For real. Because you got to look at it. His corner. That's I think the pivotal point of this fight is Tank's corner compared to Lamont Roach's corner. Now, hey, if Lamont Roach had championship caliber trainers in his corner, then I would probably agree. I would probably agree. I would say, hey, this is gonna be an even Steven type fight. But nah, I don't think so. Calvin Ford, Barry Hunter, you know, Kenny, look, that's just too much mental firepower in the corner. That as long as Tank Davis is receiving the information and downloading it, he gonna apply it to the ring. And just like always, they figure out when it's time to send their opponent packing. We saw what happened to Frank Martin. You know, it was like they drug him in deep water, and he wasn't able to withstand that type of energy on the grandest stage, and he got exposed. And we haven't heard from him since. That's the sad part about it is where are they now? Where are the opponents of Tank Davis? The only one we've really seen is Pitbull. Yeah, we've seen some near sightings of Rolly Romero, but he ain't been the same microphone hero. He been talking like zero. So I would argue and say no fighter has ever been the same against losing against Tank Davis, but Pitbull. And that was because Tank Davis messed up his hand on the head. And I'm pretty sure somewhere down the road we gonna see that part two. That's I think a must-see fight after this fight. One of those 6 fights, that should definitely be on Tank Davis' radar to rectify that issue. But other than that, Pitbull got some stuff to handle himself, so who knows how that's gonna go, or when, or if it may even happen again. I would love to see it, but we don't know. But right now, with this fight right here coming March 1st, Saturday, boy, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be spectacular, y'all. For real. It's gonna be crazy. The atmosphere gonna be crazy. It's gonna be packed out. You already know it's gonna be star-studded energy. Come on now. Man, I'm excited. I really am. And if you ain't excited like me, something wrong with your boxing mental. For real. It's a good fight. On paper, in actual facts, it's a good fight. To be able to see 2 fighters that fought in the amateurs to come together now to fight, hey, I'm digging this fight for real. Baltimore versus DM. Come on, DC. Come on now. Whole DMV area gonna pack it out. First of all, East Coast gonna show out. New York, Jersey, Virginia, North Carolina. So many others gonna be flying in. So it's gonna be packed out. It's gonna be sold out. Easy work. And I'm just looking for both fighters to give their best. And that's all I ask for is both fighters come out, give your best, and give the fans what they've been looking for. Every fan that is in boxing, love boxing, fights with excitement, not the boring fights where everybody walking around and holding each other and stuff like that. And one thing we know about Tank Davis, that is not his MO. He always come out to expose and extinguish and execute his fighter in knockout fashion. And that uppercut is deadly. It's a deadly medley. So we gonna see if he gonna play that sweet chin music on Lamont Roach, or is Lamont Roach going to be able to withstand the tides that's coming in and make it to the end of the fight? You know, I think if he make it to the end of the fight, it's a win in his book. You know, just like Pitbull, he can go on to bigger things and get bigger fights, because a lot of times just to be able to last with somebody like Tank Davis is a victory. Look at Pitbull. He lasted, and look at how his career went. He got bigger fights, he got belts, got hey, that's how I go. When you last with a champion that's known to blast. But we're gonna see if Lamont Roach gonna be able to last, y'all. So I'm excited. I hope y'all all are excited like me. I'm really looking forward to this fight. I'm already, primed and ready to go. Got the paper. Gonna do a watch party on it. May collaborate with friends of mine like Mill City Boxing. Shout out to Mills. He been doing his thing, holding it down, keeping the torch lit. And hey, I'm excited. I can't reiterate it enough. I can't elaborate on it enough that this is what boxing needs. We need Tank Davis. We need Canelos. We need those big names to fight once, twice a year sometimes, so that we can stay boxing. Now, hey, Turkey All Sheep them been doing their thing. I appreciate them guys over there doing their thing. Much respect to them. But we know ABC doing it for a long time. Been packing out, been giving us some of the best shows, the best fights, some of the best pay-per-views. And I'm looking for this to be nothing short but another spectacular event. So anyway, with that being said, y'all, hey, hit like, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna keep y'all up to date with everything that's going on. I'm gonna be letting y'all know about all the big things that's about to happen with the channel and with my collaboration with other channels as well. So look, y'all guys stay tuned. Please stay tuned. And about to go live with Mill City Boxing very shortly. So go there, check out my Mill City Boxing on all his channels and before champ. Like and subscribe over there. Tune in when they go live. And hey, we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. We just getting started, yo. We just heating up. I promise you. We just heating up. So anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and hit the bing on this microwave. You already know what it is. When y'all leave my house, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, smash the bell icon so you can be notified next time when I go live on Primetime Talk TV. Y'all know what it is, baby. One love, peace. I'm out till next time. Peace.